This show was made possible with the continued support of Every Game. Join the fastest paying affiliate program.
Why, hello. I suppose you're wondering why I called you all here. Well, it's time for our weekly review of the gambling news. And while we primarily focus on web-based gaming, and more specifically, those stories which could affect affiliates, our industry is also quite intertwined these days with land-based gaming, advertising, social games, finance, legal issues, and even social consciousness. This week, we touch on a few of these topics, beginning in the United Kingdom, where, despite the ever-increasing restrictions for online gambling, the Department for Culture, Media, and Sport has decided to loosen the restrictions on land-based casinos. Now, whenever the government, any government, does something that appears good for the people, you can best bet there's something wrong somewhere. There's a catch. You just have to find it. In this case, the decision was made to allow certain casinos, bingo halls, and arcades to increase the number of gambling machines in their establishments. And believe it or not, they're also going to allow players to use their debit cards on these machines. I know, this seems to go against everything they've been doing for the past several years, but I digress. So where's the catch? Well, first of all, these debit card transactions will be limited to just £100, and they will be subject to player protection measures. That really means that this is just another way for the government to track your every move when it comes to how you spend your money. And second, written into these new rules is a little provision which will allow the British government to raise the maximum cap on licensing fees. Aha! 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 There it is. I knew if we dug for a while, we would find it. What seemed like relaxed regulations for a moment was really just another way to monitor your financial activity and grab some more cash while they're at it. I'm not even surprised anymore. Welcome back, dear friends. Earlier this week, the APCW released a brand new interview video where we speak with Income Access at the ICE event in London earlier this year. I literally sat down with Jeffrey Smorong, their Vice President of Operations, to discuss the ever-changing and challenging online gambling industry and all the ways that Income Access can help both affiliates and operators. You can find that interview on the APCW website and our YouTube channel, as well as in the forums at GPWA. And while we're on the topic of what's new with APCW, I wanted to take this opportunity to welcome the One Win partners as our newest member. They have CPAs up to $200 and rev share that starts at 50%. There are also hybrid deals upon request, so check out their review page at apcw.org or visit them directly at onewin.run. That's the number 1, win, W-I-N, .run, R-U-N. And finally this week, when the regulators in our industry are not trying to shelter 24-year-old children from harm, and they're not trying to protect 54-year-old adults from themselves, they're busy doing what they really love to do: issuing fines, collecting fees, and grabbing tax dollars. In fact, taxes and fees for online gambling are on the rise in the UK and the US, and now the Netherlands wants a bigger share as well. There's discussion between 4 political parties over there to raise the gambling tax rate from just over 30% to nearly 39%. Well, that didn't take long, now did it? So friends, the next time you see some of this seemingly ridiculous behavior from these regulators, and it just doesn't make sense and you can't put it in context, remember, they're just managing a revenue stream for their overlords. And when you put it in that context, well, the pieces start to fall into place. I'm gonna go before I say something I shouldn't. Perhaps I already have. But I'll be back next week and we'll give it another shot. God willing. Always something, isn't it? Great. Another man nipple episode. Uh-huh.